Hey, it's Mark, Single Car Garage. Welcome back. Let me show you what I'm doing this week. Actually, my main job is to get this wiring harness into that truck this week. I've got the top sanded down to metal. I'm cleaning it right now with acetone. If you'll remember, I put that blast, which is a rust dissolver, on this, and it puts a phosphorus. You can barely kind of see it. Finish on this, and I want to make sure I have all that off when we go to paint this. All right, what I'm going to do, and I've got this cleaned off with acetone. I'm going to go back and hit it with some grease remover. Then I'm going to go back and hit it some with Windex and make sure I've got everything cleaned off of it. And then I got a metal conditioner. You can get it from Eastwood. You can buy it from Rust-Oleum. There's several companies out there that sell it. It all seems to be about the same. Or you can use POR 15. I use this metal conditioner on bare metal like this that's not in bad shape. I don't mind POR 15. It works real good, but it's pretty expensive. So I will put this metal conditioner on this, and once the metal conditioner is put on there, then when we go back and primer it, seal it, and then we're going to have a little bit of body work to do, and then the top will be done. But if you'll remember when I started this project, it's been a while. The reason I had to strip this roof is it was painted back in 95, and what I didn't know back in 95 is metal will pick up chemicals from paint and glue. Well, this was a vinyl top car. The metal had the glue embedded into the metal, or chemicals from the glue embedded in the metal. And what it did about, we painted it in 95, it was probably somewhere around 2005, 2006, that the paint started to look like bubbling, and it was lifting is what it was doing. Couldn't figure out what it was. I sanded it down and painted it real quick, and I didn't ask anybody. And a few years later, I could see bubbles coming up where I'd sanded it, because I didn't sand it down in the metal. And so then I went to my paint guy and told him the whole scenario, and he goes, "Well, your metal's got chemicals in it from the glue." He goes, "What you need to do is seal it." So it has stayed bubbly for 10 years. And then I finally decided last year to start on it. And then since we weren't going to take it on the power tour, it kind of got shelved. So I've brought it back out because, again, this is a 224 power tour car. And if it's done. But I wanted to get this top thing done. I'm not painting it. I'm going to get this top fixed, get it smoothed out, get it ready to paint, seal it, and I'm not going to come back to it. I have a couple of rust spots on the doors down in the corners that I need to cut out and metal in. This particular side needs a quarter panel. I'm not putting one on it till after the power tour. So I've got a couple things I got to do to it, and I'll primer over it. It's got a little bit of rust, and I'm not going to be fixing that. The other side, I need just a couple small patch panels on the quarter panel. By the way, the reason I need the quarter panel on this side here, it was hit by a boat trailer back when the original owner owned it. He turned into it and bent the quarter panel, and GM put on or Chevrolet Garage, Pontiac Garage, whatever, put on a quarter panel. And let me tell you, I've sanded it down and looked at it. When I go to replace it, I'll remove all the body work and show you all what they did. Now, this would have been back in 1970, 71, because it was hit right after he bought it. They didn't do body work then like they do now, so it'd be pretty amazing to see this. And I've got a couple of rust spots on the door on the other side. Front fenders and all are pretty good. What I'm going to do when we get back to the power tour will be start sanding this down and fixing it. I'm going to fix every rust spot and stuff, which is not many in this car. and then seal it. And when I get done with that, then I'll put the car in a shop, sand it down real good, look and see if anything's not taking. I actually kind of like to have it fixed a year before I get it in a shop and start sanding it down, because I want to make sure everything is done and done right, because this is the last time I'm going to get painted. So, but let's go on and continue with this. So we've got it clean, tacked off, everything. Now we're ready to put some conditioner on it. Okay, I finished that. Let's go look at it. All right, I've got it on there. One side's dry, one side's not quite dry yet. Let's turn the lights off. But that's a corrosion protection that should stop anything. There was a couple of pits here and there on the roof. Otherwise, it was actually pretty clean. But that should stop that. I'll go back over it with a primer, and then I'll hit it with a sealer when I'm done. But I've got a couple of things I want to fix while I'm at that. Okay, I'm getting ready to work on the 68, the wiring harness. First thing I do is cut a template, because that hole does not match that fuse box. But hey, before I get started on that, I'm going to end this video. I would imagine this truck's going to be about 4 or 5 videos, if not more, because I'm just going to kind of chronicle as I work on it in the next day or two to give you a kind of a full effect of what it takes to put a wiring harness in. So hey, thanks for stopping by today and looking at what I was doing at the my 70 GTO roof, and hopefully that's going to stop all the problems in the future. Let's hope. Yes. All shake your head yes. Anyway, I'm going to start on the 68, but I'm going to end this video so I can start another video. And then, like I said, it'll probably be 4 or 5 videos before I get that finished. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Come back and see me. Have a great day.